that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's lobby. That's fine. And that's at the start. And then that's intermission that I need. Right, okay. I'm not doing zooms. Don't need cam. That sets the music on and off.
Again?
That sets the music on and off. That's cool. I don't need voices.
No.
What's that one?
Voices.
That's voices. I can do sounds by going into the. What's that one?
The music.
Okay, so if I want sounds, I do that because I've got a Knickers kind of question to play. Well, where's Knickers? Oh, that's Knickers is on here, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just click Knickers when it's on.
Intermission screen. You can't go to it because you're in standby now.
Okay, so intermission, I just click Knickers on and off there. Right, now when do we need to set things
I think
live?
I think Knickers is on the right screen.
Yeah, so on that one.
Yeah.
Show us your Knickers. Yeah, I've got a Knickers question.
Microphone.
So good evening, how are we all? God, we've had some issues today. Hence us being really late on Facebook getting back in. So, how are you doing? Do tell me. Greeting Earthlings, says Frank Halliday with some kind of Space Invader emoji there. Hey up my ducks on Twitch. And hi to Linda over on YouTube. Not getting any comments through on Facebook yet, but that's probably because you're just coming in. I'll give it a refresh, see if it'll help. Oh, there we go. Good evening, Amy. As you might have noticed, I'm on my own tonight. Alex is really bad with a stomach bug. So he's just in no fit state whatsoever to host. We had a few technical issues just trying to get online, and I think it's just worn him out, just spending 3 minutes just trying to help me out with it. So yes, Somo, I am flying solo tonight. Laura, I said you'd just be having problems. Hubby said that's not good enough, so she hit him for us. Amy says, get well soon, Alex, if you're listening in. So does Laura. Now, Laura. She says, get well soon, Alex. Had Mark been cooking again? Hey there, Mark, no chums. Not sure what's meant by that one, but hey up my ducks. Yolanda says, hope Alex gets well soon. Oh, now I understand it. I should have said Marky. So I've had fun with the questions today, though. Yeah, Countdown probably would have gone a bit mad. We were trying all sorts to get it in properly. Hi from the Cat's Whiskers. Hope Alec feels better soon. I've got all the buttons to myself. Not that I know what I'm pressing, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And I'm going to be doing special bonus points tonight. Just random bonus points because I feel like it. Didn't you have food poisoning last week? Who's the bad chef? We're actually we're actually thinking it might be the stomach bug that's going around. So I thought it was food poisoning, but it could have been the stomach bug that I got over, and Alex has picked it up. We're not sure. But he has got sort of the same symptoms. I'm on the comfy seat as well. I'm not on the hard stool. It's good, isn't it? Just put my t-shirt on there. It looks a bit weird. With the shadows changing colours. Do give me things to talk about because I'm on my own now. Got no one to talk to. And I know I can talk randomly at the best of times, but still. We've got 6 minutes to go. Ayup, says Alec McKee. At least you can't argue with yourself. Tell you what, with lockdown, I talk to myself. I might as well argue to myself. Good evening, Bev. The score sheet is up there. Let me write. Oh my god, now I've got to try and work this out. Text scores. Yes, that worked. And then I should be able to pin it in a second. That's it pinned, and remove preview. There we go. So there's your scores, and I'll put it on YouTube. YouTube's already in. I'll pop it into Twitch. there. Thanks for the reminder, Joe, on that, on the score sheet. Excuse me, I'll reach over my tea. Fortified myself with tea tonight. On Monday at the railway in Port Slade, we literally filled out the pub, week 3, and all tables were booked. We were really happy with that. Had 2 no-shows, unfortunately, but other than that, we're great. Dear. That's for you, Chris. I'm rubbish at sorting the bin at home. Well, that's nice, Tracy. Tracy Ann says, I've been busy downloading many of the songs you promoted in the past. Catherine the Cakes, Drusilla, Dutch Criminal Record, etc. Great for hearing those tunes now and permanently in my music app. Week on Saturday, I'm going to see Rats. They're part of the Rewind Festival. There's one in Leeds, and the week on Saturday is in London. There's so many great coming bands on there. Joshua Grant is touring and is going to be mainly in Scotland, but he's going to be in London as well. So I want to go and see that. Tom Lumley's got his album release in London that I'm booked in for. Yeah, Alex has got a stomach bug, and he really is not in it at all. He's really out of it. So yeah, there's lots of gigs. I've got a lot of gigs coming up that I booked pre-lockdown, and they've just all been delayed, including about 6 by the Blinders, several by Rats. Rats are playing the Cavern Club, and I got a ticket for that. I'm really happy with that one. Yes, Joshua Grunt, very good, Charlie. Joe's apparent. The Queen of Random has managed to overwrite someone's team name. She was trying to avoid this situation. Multitudinous apologies. So you might want to have a check the score grid just in case it's you that she's overwritten. And we've got 2 minutes. Sorry he's feeling ill. Hope he didn't get caught short. I've not been able to get in though, to be honest, today. It was Joan Fleetwood Joyce's. Well, at least you know it wasn't deliberate, Joan. But they're not called the Gangsters for nothing. How have I been? Oh, that's for someone else. Oh dear. Thanks, Jeff. Oh, he's tapped in. That is weird. Yet again, that comment from Sarah, I haven't got on my in front of me. I've only got Alex responding to it. So sorry, Sarah, if I miss anything you say. I'm not seeing it. I didn't see that comment that you put. Otherwise, I would have commented on it. It's 8 PM. Right, let's go then. Right, let me work this out. Bear with me. I need that one to start with. No, I don't. No, I don't need that one. I need that one. There we go. Time for the intro. Let's go with.
'Cause we like to play, don't you know? We won't go straight.
Oops, sorry, that was a bit loud. Oi, Grunt. Dan. Thanks to Rats. And I was just saying that I'm going to see Rats on a week on Saturday. Tons of bands at the Rewind Festival in London. Right. How's that? Is that better? Can you hear me now? Let me go to there while I set up round one. Sue says, now you've done it, my husband is quite excited for the double D round. I actually, for the intro bit, I actually put double D into Google to see what came up. I was quite surprised. Innocent little me. Okay, let's go on with round number one. And it begins with the letter I. All the questions start with the letter I for this round and this round only, Sarah. Sarah's got her own bonus points that she gives away that don't affect your scores. I'm going to throw a few random ones in tonight, depending on what you add to your own answers. So we shall see that. So, okay. Question number one. What I is an Eskimo house? What I is an Eskimo house? Alright, let's move this about. Not going to do that. Not really. That'll do. So let's have a look at the comments that were coming up. Kensington is next to the right speaker, says Alex. I'll get question 2 out of the way first. Question number 2. Sandown is a town in which county? Sandown is a town in which county? Found it. Question number 3. Which bridge engineer designed the Clifton Suspension Bridge? Oh, the battle between between Sarah and Roy has started already. Sarah says work is very busy, but she's trying to watch and work. She just wants to see me slip up. That's what it is. Question number 4. If I'm going too fast, do please tell me. It's odd when there's just the one of us doing it. Question 4. Who played Bilbo Baggins in the Lord of the Rings film trilogy? 1 point each for first name and surname. What you probably didn't hear when I was muted, I'm actually sat on the comfy seat today. I'm not on the hard stool. I've managed to get the comfy seat. You haven't got Alex, but maybe you could argue with that word that Alex doesn't like me to say. It seems you've... Oh, I've got... 1 second. Queen of the random. It seems you've already smacked your head on the cupboard or the table. Thank you very much for that. Question number 5. Question number 5. Which country is famous for its Blue Lagoon Hot Springs bathing lake? And thank you to Team A Up Me Duck with Added Sun. I'll do question 6 then. Question 6. What Disney Pixar film had its first movie in 2004 and its sequel in 2018? The what? Remember, all these answers begin with the letter I. You might get a leading the, which you ignore. Question number 7. What I is the name of the Oxford Reserve crew for the University boat race? So what I is the name of the Oxford Reserve crew for the University boat race? I think that's the hardest question in this round. Has anyone got plans for the weekend? My sister Alex's mum is down on Friday, which makes it even worse with him having the stomach bug. And on top of that, it triggered his panic attacks as well, which has not been nice for him. Being told no music. Let's put some music on. Number 8. What type of flowering plant, beginning with I, can either be flagged or bearded? You could hear a pin drop. I know. If you give me something to feed off, I can talk back at you. I just don't know what else to say. Plans for the weekend. Getting there first 2 days. Getting there first. 2 days to go. Question number 9. Will, Jay, Simon and Neil are the characters in TV comedy The What? Joe's got a visitor. Chum Samia is coming down for a cuppa. It's a long way for a cuppa. Sue's chilling. They've had back-to-back visitors. I can't say that. And finally, question number 10. What I means out of health? Alex on YouTube said, have you put some loo rolls in the fridge for Alex? Oh, that's interesting. Josh wants you to record for a podcast. Right, I'll take it back to the lobby while I get this changed over. And we'll go into the recap. Well, that bit worked. Yay. So if we've seen some of you at the quizzes, the live quizzes, it's been great to see you. We've just had a buzz with it. It's as great as this is, and we love the banter we have with you, but to actually see it in someone's eyes and to hear laughter makes such a big difference. Just as her husband is Paolo Tossio, is a DJ. Don't know him, sorry. I'm really out of that sort of environment. What I have been watching, and is absolutely brilliant, is on BBC iPlayer called Orbit. It's about how the Earth and climate change and things like that. If you're slightly geeky, well done for having a stab on your own at pressing the right buttons. Thank you for your donation. You know you are. Yeah, with the Orbit, it's really good. It tells you really interesting stuff without being patronising or boring. It's really well done. If you're slightly geeky, it's a definite to watch. If you've got an interest in science, it's a definite to watch. And if you just want to watch something different and interesting, it's something to watch. The other half's birthday. Wishing my happy birthdays, says Jackie Cartwright. Happy birthday. And we had one earlier, which I was going to mention. Which I've lost. Apologies, I've missed it. And I just think I've just done another. I think this is the best comment we've ever had with a PayPal donation. I don't know if you're watching, Alex, but it says, I is for Imodium, lol. Oh, that's really tickled me. That has really, really tickled me. Right, I think we've done enough on the recap, don't you? Or do you want a bit longer? Oh, but it's on BBC. It's on the iPlayer. I think I think it was BBC Two, but I think all the programs have now finished. But you can get it still on iPlayer. It is really, really good. It's just about what is the 3 things that are needed for an ice age to happen, and it just surprised me. And I'm pretty geeky on that sort of stuff, and I'm learning tons. But as I say, it's done in a really good way. It's not patronising or boring. It's just that's interesting. Right. Now we've got to there. I shall go to there. Yeah, that worked. And we'll get on with the answers. Up to there. I'm doing alright with this, aren't I? Okay, on to the answers. Question number 1. Good luck flying solo. Thank you so much. What is an Eskimo house? It is, of course, an igloo. Sandown is a town in which county? It is the Isle of Wight, which is a county of its own now. Question 3. The Clifton Suspension Bridge was Isambard Kingdom Brunel. That's a mouthful, isn't it? Did we catch you out on this one? At least I'm pretty sure you got at least half a point at one point for getting the first name right. Who played Bilbo Baggins in the Lord of the Rings film trilogy? It was Ian Holm. This weekend is Teresa's birthday. Turtlings will be helping make the nanny a cake. Ooh. Which country is famous for its blue lagoon? It has to be, hasn't it? Iceland. The Disney Pixar film was The Incredibles. What is the name of the Oxford Reserve crew for the University boat race? It's actually the word is actually an alternative name for the Thames, and it is ISIS. Amy said, my mum just gave a round of applause for getting number 4 without even seeing Lord of the Rings. Number 8. What flower is it? It is the iris. From Isis to Iris. Will, Simon, Jay and Neil, they are the in-betweeners. And what I means out of health, it means ill. And with your answer, if you put poor Alex or mentioned Alex whatsoever, you can have a bonus point. There you go. First of tonight's random bonus points. So how many did you get on that one? Let me go back to... Nope, that's not that one. That one. So how did you do on points? I think there's a bit of a lag tonight. What happened with the accountant asshats, by the way? Not sure what you mean by that, Fleur. 18 for Amy. The gangsters got 20 and +1. Oh, they were thinking of you, Alex. If it's to do with the bank and me claiming the grant that I was entitled to, the main banks have basically turned around and said that they're not lending any money to anybody who took that grant, even though it was the equivalent of furlough. And even though I'm starting to get back to earning money again, and I can show it, they're just not bothered. I'm having to go through a specialist broker. 13 for Jackie, 20 for Yolanda. Tracy got 14. C has only just appeared. I don't understand that one. 20 for Linda over on YouTube. And Sumo is going to London. Let's move on. What annoys me more than anything, that Royal Bank of Scotland is still 62% owned by the public. They have the biggest bailout of anybody. Anyway, let's leave that aside. On to round number 2. So 10 questions on food, 20 points available on food. Oh, big hug, says Fleur, thank you. 14 for... Hi, Zen! Good to see you. 14 for her. Okay, here we go. Question number 1. What type of fruit is a morello? Felt balls. I'm not doing felt balls tonight. I struggle as it is. It'd be too much for the felt balls. That'll return on the next quiz. Don't forget, we're not here on this Friday coming because family are down. So our next quiz will be next Wednesday. I don't know. I'm on the wrong thing here, aren't I? How's that? I just suddenly realised. Let's go back. Let's start all over again. Pretend I didn't mess it up. Right, here we go. Question 1. There it is again. What type of fruit is a morello? I think Alex has fallen asleep, otherwise I would have been sent a message. Question number 2. What is the main ingredient of borscht? Question number 3. What C gives Mornay sauce its flavouring? What C gives Mornay sauce its flavouring? Question 4. What shape is the pasta called fusilli? I'm getting really conscious now of saying things wrong. You've all gone quiet. I've just spotted Nathan Reader's What's Up quiz, actually. Sorry, I missed that, mate. Question number 5. What product was advertised as having a smashing orangey bit in the middle? Oh, you're concentrating. Yeah, probably. I don't think of that. I just have no one to sort of battle with. Question number 6. A pikelet is a thinner Scottish version of what? A pikelet is a thinner Scottish version of what? Nom nom, says Claire. Question number 7. What foodstuff could cryptically be the circumference of a circle divided by its diameter? Oh, Mandy's saying that pikelets are also from Yorkshire. All right. Jackie, I can't double check. If you're watching, can you just see if Jackie's donations come through? Call me a heathen, but I bloody love the raspberry version of 5, says Yolanda. I've not had those. That could be quite interesting. Question number 8. What name is collectively given to the edible internal parts of an animal? Yeah, Zen says he said he's having a nap. I would have thought so. He's been sleeping most of the day just to try and get it out. Charles, you reckon I'd be able to manage the meme? I'll give it a go a bit later when I feel less pressured. But I'll give it a go. Question number 9. The often stuffed pancake, blini, originates from which country? And finally, question 10. Which two fruits are anagrams of each other? Which two fruits are anagrams of each other? That is your 10. Right, so if I go to there. And then back to there. That should work. Yep. And click that in. There's the PayPal. So what did you do over the past weekend? It was next door neighbours, one of the next door neighbours' birthday on Saturday. I got invited round and they got me completely drunk again. Got my tickets through for the Doctor Who Time Fracture. I've been hearing things about it, just because I'm not going anywhere. I've not really looked into it too much. Yeah, with the party, I found I'm rather good at beer pong, only they really lace mine, the ones I have to drink when they throw it in. So as you can imagine, came home in a state. You don't know my neighbours, Roy. Roy says, drunk again, what a wimp. You don't know my neighbours. Yes, Doctor Who, what's happening? It's some kind of event as far as I'm aware, but I don't know anything more than that. I've got my thoughts who Vinda is in the new series, this new character that they're introducing. That one's done. Oh, the series. The series, what I know of the series, it's all going to be one long story. For question 2, I think it's called Bosch. It does have different spellings depending on where you are in the world. I think the way you're spelling it is the original version. I know the Germans spell it slightly different too. No, not the Vale Yard, Linda. A male version of somebody else. Another Time Lord. Ooh, do I want to know who will be the next Doctor? Ooh. Drop me a DM. Because people might not want to know. That's best done as a DM if you're going to send it. But I thought the next Doctor would be decided by the next showrunner. I know the guy from Babylon 5, who created Babylon 5, has put his name in the hat to be showrunner. Yeah, things like that are too big of spoilers that we would be giving it away to too many people if they were interested. Right, I think that's enough of those. Let me go to that one. Close that down. Go into our answers. Starting to get the hang of this. There we go. Take the PayPal out. And just for Alex, there's his knickers. Okay, I think Tom Holland would be far too busy with Marvel to be able to commit to Doctor Who. Okay, here we go. What type of fruit is a Morello? It is a cherry. I actually have one of those trees in the garden. Normally they give tons and tons of fruit off. Very little this year for some reason. The main ingredient in borscht. No sound. Can you not hear me? It looks, as I can see, it's coming through. Anyway, the main ingredient in borscht is beetroot. Number 3. What gives Mornay sauce its flavouring? Is cheese. Roy said no cherries on his trees this year either. Thanks, Sen, for letting me know. Sound is fine. Thank goodness for that. I had me worried then. But then I can see it flickering, so I was assuming it was coming through. Pasta. Fusilli. It is in a spiral shape. As long as you've described it to understand that it's that spirally one, you can take the points for that one. What product was advertised as having a smashing orangey bit in the middle? Everybody's favourite, Jaffa cakes. And everybody eats them differently. A pikelet is a thinner Scottish version of what? It's a thinner crumpet. I won't talk about stereotypes. We'll move swiftly on. What foodstuff can be cryptically be the circumference of a circle divided by its diameter? Pie. I've just thought that would have made a really good dingbat. So pie. Number 8. What name is collectively given to the edible internal parts of an animal? It is offal. Offal. Andrew said, 40 minutes in, I'm starting to get the hang of this. One for the book, she says. Number 9. The Bellini originates from Russia. And finally in this round, the 2 fruits that are anagrams of each other are lemon and melon. No half points, because if you've got one, you've got the other. Gangsters getting 20. Well done to you. Let me take it back to that while I get the next bit set up with the double D round. Claire got 14. Noskis and Joan got 20. Laura got 12. Jackie 14. The Kitchens got 18. Full house for Amy with 20. So did the Gangsters. Linda got 18. And Somo on Twitch has said no apples on their tree either. All the names left said 20 out of 20. We love food. So do I, but I've had too much of it in lockdown and very little exercise. The one thing I actually notice, I'm actually starting to ache because I'm actually using muscles. Being at the quizzes and movement, I'm actually moving in ways that I haven't been doing over the past year. And those muscles are really feeling it just because they've not been used over a year. It's quite bizarre. So let's turn that off. I feel like I'm going a lot faster. And it says moving in mysterious ways. So is Alex. We'll leave that out of it. Okay, are you ready for your double D round? Here we go. That didn't work. That was weird. Let me take that back again and try again. That was very bizarre. Technically, there's no reason why that should have happened. Try again. Take it to there. And you're getting the green screen like I've got there. Let's try again. I know what's happening now. Bear with me 1 second. The image hadn't been set up properly. So let's move it back to there. Now it should work. Chris Free says, lemon and melon. Oh, I should have known that. Oh, I should have known it. Okay, the double Ds. The first of your Ds is this. It's those Ditloids. Shut it, Roy. Grandad having problems with his iPad again. Cheeky. I just get abuse, don't I, here? Just abuse. Right. So you know how the Ditloids work. So for example, up at the top, 7DIAW is 7 days in a week. The conjoining words like in, on, at, etc. will all be in lowercase. So we've got 5 of these and then 5 of other Ds. Here we go. There's your first one, 2WOAB. Amy says, oh, the double D makes sense now. So there you go. So 2WOAB is 2 wheels on a bicycle. Oh, why is it doing this? When I tried this out, it was not going weird. That was just going really too slow. Don't get it why it does that. Question number 2. Number 2 is 6POAPT. Yeah, I'll allow 2 wings on a bird. Yeah, I'll allow 2 wings on a bird. 6POAPT is 6 pockets on a pool table. Flo says 2 witches on a broom. No, I'm not having that one. That is far too random. Number 3. Are we on time? Right. Oh my god, this is so difficult. Should I have given clues? Do you want clues for the rest of them? Six pops on a poke tour? What? I'm just holding on so I get to see whether you want clues as I'm doing this. Do I give you clues? No clues. No. Everyone say no clues. 2 whelks on a barge. Really? I mean, that is Andrea taking over from Joe as Queen of Random there. No clues, right? No clues. It's pretty conclusive. You don't want any clues. Okay, here comes number 3. Number 3 is this one. 4SIAY. Six players on a polo team is valid. I'll allow it. So that's your lot on that one. I can't think of anything else that this could be other than 4 seasons in a year. 6 people on a picnic table. Really? Is that a saying? You're just trying to wind me up. Well, there's only 4 people. Apparently there's only 4 players on a polo team, so you can't have it. Thank you, Mr. Cardace over on Twitch. Okay, number 4. Number 4 is 6FOAC. Hobbies. Your category is hobbies and pastimes. Andrew's just lost the plot now. It's hard enough doing this on my own without you throwing weird nonsense in. This one is a trickier one. It is 6 faces of a cube, or on a cube. I'll accept either. That is the really tricky one. And finally in this mini round is TIAQF. You've all gone mental. 6 frogs on a clock. 6 friends on a couch. Nah. Okay, 8 TIAQF is 8 teams in a quarter final. 8 teams in a quarter final. So that is no, Charlie. This is getting absolutely bonkers now. Alex on YouTube saying 8 tourists in a queuing fiasco. I give up. I give up. Okay, so your second D is, of course, the return of Dingbats. Oh, let me take that out. I haven't took those things out. Bear with me 1 second. That was that little square that we put there so we don't obscure text when we're sorting it through. Okay, you know how dingbats work. It's cryptic, it's my brain, and you've got a minute on each one. Here is your first one. If anyone really doesn't know how these work, do drop a comment and we will explain. So what's that one? Alex, is Alex having a day off in lieu? Oh dear, that's funny. The kitchens are not impressed with dingbats. So that is your first dingbat. What did you reckon that was? It was eye candy. Eye candy. There's little gummy bears in there. Do let me know what you thought of that one. Just realised I'm looking at on my phone how far behind it is. There's a real delay with Facebook at the moment. No, I love that one. He got it. How did we not get that? Says Amy. Boo, says Alec. Okay, on to the next one. Number 2 is this. You didn't get it. Well, there were sweets in the glasses, also known as candy. Eye candy. Say what you see. What are those things? So your time is up on that one. So what we got there? 2 stopwatches, also known as timers. It's 2-timer. Let me know what you think of that one. And while you're doing that, we'll move on to number 3. Or numbers 8 in our list, since it's a double round. Number 8 is that one. This is really groan worthy, I'll tell you that much. No, it's not clocks, so I wouldn't go do double time. No, I'm not allowing double time. They weren't clocks, they were stopwatches. Oh, you're wearing me down. I'll give you 1 point for double time. I'll give you 1 point for double time. This one is one of the most groan-worthy ones I've ever done. So what have you got there? You've got the word issue. And how many are there of them? It is tennis shoes. Joe says, am I going to be sick next stack? I did say it was a bad one. I really did say it was a bad one. Okay, on to number 9. Let's see how you do with this one. Let's take a look. Laura says, where's the tumbleweed, Andrea? Oh my God. John says the tennis coach loved that one. They've got tennis shoes. No, I'm not giving bear goggles. I see where you're coming from, but it's not good enough. Because that's bear goggles, not beer goggles. We'd have put beer in it if it had been beer goggles. Okay, so what we got there? Well, we've got in the middle, you can see the word tax. And it's in the word come. It's income tax. What do you think? We don't know. We call it Funky Robot, but we don't know what it's. It's just one of these downloadable royalty-free things that you can use, which we edited to the length that we wanted it to be. So I don't know. Alex found it online. I'll have to ask him next time. Ask him next time we're on. And finally, your last one is this one. Easy peasy, says Laura for number 9. I haven't felt the urge to punch anyone, so income tax is okay. Foot tapping music, it is. For the 100th, I did have a dance for this, but I can't remember what we were going to do to it. But there was just the 3 of us. There was absolutely no way we could have done it. So that is your lot. So that was number 10. So let's see what we've got in there. If you look at those letters in numerical order, you've got S, E, R, V, I, C, E. It is order of service. No? You're all about 20 odd seconds behind at the moment. For some reason, Facebook has put a hell of a lot of delay on. Let's see what you got on that one. Mr. Grunt, you've been beaten by Sue Lawrence. The music is called Robot Gypsy Jazz by John Bartman. Linda got that one. Yolanda has gone mental with that one. Out of order, but that wouldn't be the word service. So no, I'm not saying out of order. Ten was terrible. Facebook is strange. The comments are in time with YouTube video, but the actual Facebook video is way behind. It is tonight. It's massive. Normally they automatically delay it 15 seconds, and I think that's because of when certain live videos were going out that were a bit horrific, they could actually cut them. But yeah. Someone says it's because you're off the leash. Facebook doesn't trust you. No, they got criticised when certain horrific videos were coming out, and those 15 seconds allowed basically to get warned about it and cut them. So that's why they put it in originally, but it is massively behind today. Not in your wavelength, so no number 10. Claire says 12. 14 in the end, says Laura. Let's move this on. And I shall take it back to that one. Oh, they're defending. That's nice. So that's that one. So, on to final round. I do take your comments on board, though. If they are too hard, do tell me. There's no point in making a quiz that you don't feel comfortable with. Ah, right. So someone said it was down to the shooting in Scandinavia, which he did on a GoPro for Facebook Live. Yeah, I knew there was a serious reason why they put the delay in. They've been shortening it over the past few months, and now it's suddenly gone really, really long. So maybe something's happened, and they're playing it really safe. I don't know. Oh dear, Charlie Grant. I managed to keep abreast of the double D round. I'll see if I can get to see the meme, and then I'll see if I can possibly put it up. It's not coming through. I've not got the meme coming through, Charlie, for some reason. Okay, on to the final round. 12 for Yolanda. Here we go. Final round. It is. General knowledge. With Americans with their daft names sometimes, has there ever been an actual general knowledge? I can't work out what our score is over to Andreas Sancton. Okay, let's get on with these questions then. Oh, let's come through now. I like that. We're actually going to say, because it'll work better next week, I'm actually going to say that till next week, Charlie. Just while he's here. I think it'd be even better to put it up while he's here. Okay. Question number 1. How many syllables make up a haiku poem? How many syllables make up a haiku poem? And thanks for bearing with me tonight. I know it's not the same when it isn't the two of us. No general knowledge, but there has been a President Trump. Question number 2. Which gas makes up over 90% of natural gas? Sarah's just managed to tap in again. Hi, Sarah. Amy's got that robot song stuck in her head. Yeah, well, I had to recheck it all through. Roy says, not the same, no domestic tonight. I know, guys, I know. I miss him as much as you do. But the poor lad's not very well at all. And I thought it was better that I do it on my own than just not do a quiz for you. Because I know for a lot of you it just sort of anchors the week for you. Question number 3. Top Gun was about which of the US Armed Services? Top Gun was about which of the US Armed Services? Yeah, he's not in a good way. He's aching as well as all the other things you might imagine. So question number 4. An orchiectomy is the surgical removal of what? An orchiectomy. Oh, thank you, Flair. We appreciate it. Smallest Turtling got the haiku one. He did it at school last term. Well done. I love it when the kids outsmart the parents. That was 4. On to number 5. I'm bracing myself for the comments on this one. What you is someone mentally unstable and deranged? I actually have 2 answers for this. I'll accept either of them. I did put this in as a joke against a certain someone, but they're not here tonight, unfortunately. Just swapping over from tea to water. Moving on. How many points is the J tile worth in a game of Scrabble? I don't know. Do I mean orchidectomy or orchi? Let me work it out for you. We do have a spelling mistake. It is orchidectomy, like orchid, and then ECTOMY. I'll change it on the recap. So it's orchidectomy. Orchid, ECTOMY. And that was question number 4. So it's the one with the D. Have a quick nose at the pay card. See if we've had any new ones and I've missed it. No. Laura said, oh well, when you say it that way, it's obvious. Not. Question number 7. True or false? Is this true or is it me making it up again completely? Vimto was originally called Vim Tonic. Is that true or is that false? Caroline says, I'm glad you changed that. I have nursed patients post-orchidectomy. Well, that's cheating. Question number 8. Oh, this is a good one. I'll give you 1 point for one either side. How high in feet is a regulation basketball hoop off the ground? 2 points spot on, 1 point for one either side. Just realised I didn't have the music on. That's better, isn't it? Or maybe it isn't. Question number 9, in a similar vein. How many pips are there in the BBC's hourly time signal? Again, you can have 1 point for one either side. Perhaps I should have a bottle of wine like Alex did when he did it on his own. And on to question number 10. In honour of Alex's mate Knickers. Question 10. I can get it to go. Question 10. When a cow stands up, which leg does it get up on first? The forelegs or the hind legs? Charlie says, envisaging people bipping out loud whilst counting on fingers. I think so too. Joe says that was an eyeful of knickers. Samuel says, my first quiz, you had a bottle of fizz. Yeah, probably have relaxed me down a bit more. It's a bit more nervy when you're doing the full job yourself rather than just half the job. And no more Grandad on an iPad comments, please. Okay, let me take it back to there while I quickly change the wording on the recap. Thank you from Sharon. More food rounds, please. Okay, we'll certainly throw a few more questions in. Right, let's move on to that one. And that should give you that. Claire says, I'm doing grand. If you'd like to donate a grand, that would be lovely. The one day I don't want to see Alex's knickers is when he's got a stomach upset. Oh, that's so funny. Oh dear. And thank you for those who had donated. Let me put that back on actually. It's not there. There it should be. And orchidectomy spelt correctly on that slide. So what do you think of it so far? Rubbish. Right, that's that one done. Leave that to one side. Right, I'm going to slightly come out of that just so I can try and get the score grid, which is meant to be, hopefully this doesn't appear, but I see it and you don't. That's it. Nuskies, I haven't got your scores in at all. I thought it'd be really early, but it looks like I'm going to finish up just on time. Roy Dunstan, I'm just going to delete your scores off on the score sheet. It is amusing though. It is amusing. Okay, I'll let it go through one more time and then we'll get on with the answers. I say thank you for your donations. I'll be spending some of it straight after the quiz as I nip round to the co-op to get me some supplies. Here comes the last one. Okay, on to the answers then. Let me take that to there, to there. And that one. Take paper off. Okay, here come the answers. Question number 1. Haiku poem has... Oh my god, what's gone wrong there? I've hit the wrong one in. Bear with me. There we go. How many syllables in the poem? There are... What? The answers have gone missing. Well, that is the spookiest one of all. There's literally no answers coming up, bizarrely. I even went up to the backup. Okay. So, how many syllables in a haiku poem? There are 17. I'm just going to have to read them out to you on this one. iPad playing up or user error. Basically, I don't know. All the answers, I did put all the answers in, but all the answers have disappeared. It's one of those weird nonsense effects that we're having. The ghost has removed them. Number 2. 90% of natural gas is made up of methane. It's made up of methane. That is really spooky. Did we catch you out with this one? Top Guns was about which of the US Armed Services? It was actually the Marines. It was the Naval Air Force. So it was the Marines. Number 4, orchidoctomy. You can read it. I've given up now. It is the surgical removal of testicles. Testicles. Someone mentally unstable or deranged is unbalanced or unhinged. Unbalanced or unhinged will accept. Probably not the best question to put in now, thinking about it. I was hoping someone was here and could make a joke about it. How many points is the J tile worth in the game of Scrabble? It is worth a rather splendid 8 points. 8 points for J. True or false? Vimto was originally called Vimtonic. It is true. That was the brand name it was originally given. How high in feet is a regulation basketball hoop off the ground? 2 points spot on. 1 if you're one either side. There are 10 feet off the ground. 10 feet off the ground. You can have a point for one either side. Nothing for Air Force. It is the Marines, not the Air Force. It was a deliberate trick question. It's crystal clear that Alex has sabotaged the system. Oh dear. Andrea, being pedantic is the sole identity of Mr. Grant. I don't like other people taking that role. It confuses the hell out of me. She's saying Haikyuu has 2 syllables. Number 9. How many pips in the BBC Owlis time signal? There are 6. 6 beeps. 5 and then a really long one. And finally, Knickers gets up on the hind legs first. They get up on the hind legs first. So that is your 10. Let me know how you did. And we'll have the scores quite shortly. Apologies for where they disappeared to. I have no idea. Gangster's got 20. Well, apparently you got 2. Because that's how many syllables you got. 8 out of 20 for Amy. That was a weird one, Amy, for you. Let's put some music on. Right, start getting those scores in, please. I've got the score grid somewhere. There it is. I can see those scores going in. I'm just going to quickly nip out for just 1 minute, and then I shall be back. Right, let's have a look what you've been saying. So on scores, Laura got another 12, 15 for Claire, 54 in total for Laura. You've done a great job tonight. See you Wednesday. Oh, thank you, Jackie. We knew the syllables in each line that add up to 17. Andrea is flexing her funny bone. I know I was flexing it back at you. I can be random too. The kitchen's got 10 on the last round. Get well soon, Alex. I like this presenter. We got 57 in the end. I think everyone's scores are now in. Yes, they are. Let me put those in order. Right, so click that. Just bear with me 1 second. See, I'm normally chatting away while he does this side of things. That didn't work. Try another way. Oh my god. Something's gone wrong. Phew. I suddenly deleted all the scores then. Let me try again. Yeah, that worked. Okay, let's move that to that, and I go to, hopefully, yes, scores come, it worked. I'm not going to be able to do this as well as Alex. Clumpsar and the Monsters, they got 42. A Up Me Duck got 49. Jane plus 2 with 56. 57 was in Bebo Ergo Sum minus Sum, plus the Belgium, excuse me, plus the Belgian buns. Mum Plus 3 got 59. Quizman and her got 63. 64 for One Girl and a Pen. Just the three of us tonight for 65. Charlie's Angel with 66. 67 for the cycling enthusiast. Angry Birds plus 1 with 69. Also, Noski's Servants with 69. 73 for the Alamo Angels. 74 for LA Ladies. The Colonels got 76, as did Charlie and the Lockdown Factory. Gangsters got 77, as did Brev's Brainiacs. And Tommy supposedly got 81. I think that might not be quite true there, Tommy. But we shall see. But there's your scores for tonight. Thank you for bearing with me. Thank you for all your donations. And he says, love the double Ds. And boo for Alex hiding the kryptonite in the PowerPoint. See what else we've got in there. Another randomised options you were after there. You did well on your lonesome tonight, Mark. Although the long silences need a bit of work. I know. The long silences is while I'm trying to concentrate doing other things. It's just weird where we have our set patterns. When Alex is actually doing something to move things around, I'm talking normally to try and cover that side of things, which is when he's quiet. But yeah. 81 is possible because I gave a bonus point in round 1. I did. But I'm not so sure about getting 20 for everything. But we shall see. But, hey-ho, it's basically for you to compare yourselves to other teams. Mandy says, thanks, Mark. Good rounds. Thank you so much. I'm going to give it 1 minute and then I'm going to get out there and just check that he's all right and get what he needs from the co-op. So just put a minute timer on there. Then I've got the interesting bit of shutting everything down. Last time I left YouTube on. It was just tons of nothingness. So thank you all. Thank you all for your donations. I don't know if I've missed anybody. I know it's playing up. Even PayPal's playing up on me now. If I did that, he'd go mental if I unplugged everything from the wall. Yeah, I think I've got all the donations there. Can I leave it a while before the Dick Lawyers and Dick Bands again? Yes, I will leave it a while. I just thought with it being me, I thought it'd be just a fun one just to throw in. We're not here on Friday. Alex's mum, my sister, is coming down. It's the first time he's seen her since the funeral. So it's going to be a happy time, and we feel that it's right to just take the time out for that one. So she's down for the weekend. So we're not here Friday. We're back next Wednesday. Yeah, I know it's not as good when it's just with me, but I thought it would be better to have something rather than nothing. Yeah, I hope it gets better than family visits. I'm thinking now that when I thought I had food poisoning, it could have been this stomach bug because it's very similar to what I had. So I think I was like 48 hours and then I was fine. So I think it should be okay. Was that noise an intruder at the end of last week? I don't know. I think that was just my countdown saying it's time for me to go. So, thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for your donations. We'll see you again next time. See you next Wednesday. From me, thank you and good night.